ॐ यदविद्या विलासेन भूतभौतिकसृष्टयः तन्नौमि परमात्मानं सच्चिदानन्दविग्रहं शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। In Vedanta Paribhasha, यस्य अविद्या विलासेन भूत भौतिक सृष्टय, by whose avidya vilasa the creation appears, bhuta and bhautika srishti. And when this avidya vilasa is not there, then in that Brahma there is no creation, which we saw yesterday, the last portion. Yasmin avidyayaha avilasaha तथा च यस्मिन् अविद्या विलास अभाववती भूत भौतिक सृष्टयो नैव सन्ति. So Vyatireka is shown in your book, page number 5, third line in Tika. And therefore, neha nānāsti kiñcana. There is no srishti, there is no creation. Creation is there only because of avidya. This is the Vedanta mata. Otherwise, Brahma alone is. That Brahma, which is Satchidananda Vigraham, we saw yesterday. Now, Dehātma-vādinām matam nirachaste. Dehātma-vādi, those who consider Dehādi Atma vaditum Shīlam yesham te Dehātma-vādinaha. Tesham matam Dehādi Atma-vādinām matam. So those who consider Dehādi alone as the Atma. This is there. When we say Vaditum Shīlam Yesham means this is their character, this is their personality, this is their identity. Who are these people? So starting from Dehātma-vāda is first Cārvāka Darshana, which is being refuted here. Tatra na tavat lokayatikeshu स्थूलोहं कृशोहम इत्यादि अनुभवात् पृथिव्यादि भूत चतुष्टय योगज चैतन्यवान स्थूल देह एव आत्मा इति केषांचित् अभिमत आत्मा. तत्र न तावत् लोकायतिकेषु स्थूलोहम कृशम. So now you leave. Among the Cārvāka, the first Cārvāka darshan is Dehātma-vāda. Lokeshu ayatam iti lokayatam. That which is very well spread. Ayata means spread out in the world, among people. Deha has the sthula, krisha, ityadi dharma. that dharma adhyasa is done in Atma. Deha dharma adhyasa is done in Atma. And Deha adhyasa is also done in Atma. So dharmi adhyasa and dharma adhyasa both. Because of this anubhava, sthuloham, krushoham, ityadi anubhavat, पृथिव्यादि भूत चतुष्टय योगज चैतन्यवान स्थूल देह एवं आत्मा. They accept only 4 bhuta: prithvi, jal, teja, vayu. Akasha they don't accept. Why they don't accept Akasha?
Because Akasha is invisible for them.
Not pratyaksha.
They accept only pratyaksha pramana. Akasha is not known through pratyaksha pramana. Therefore, they don't accept Akasha. What is known through pratyaksha pramana, that alone they accept, because they have only one pramana, there is no anumana. How do Vedanta accept Akasha?
Shruti pramana.
Huh?
Sabda.
Shruti pramana.
Shruti pramana. Akasha is also Sakshi Pratyaksha. It is not Indriya Pratyaksha, it is Sakshi Pratyaksha.
How Swamiji?
Because you recognize the space through Sakshi. See, Sakshi Pratyaksha means your Sukha Dukha is Sakshi Pratyaksha. It is not Indriya Pratyaksha. Aham Sukhi, Aham Dukhi. These sense organs cannot report. But still, I know I am Sukhi Dukhi. In the same way, sense organs are not reporting Akasha. But Sakshi illumines it. Just as Sakshi illumines Sukham Dukham. This is how we say. Or Shruti Pramana is there. Or you say there are 5 Indriya Guna. Rupa, Rasa, Gandha and Sparsha. Sparsha, Rupa, Rasa, Gandha. These 4 are recognized through 4 elements. Vayu, Teja, Jala, Prithvi. But Akasha also has to be there as Panchama Tattva, because Shabda is recognized by Shrotra Indriya. So, for that, there has to be another Mahabhuta different from the 4. There has to be another Mahabhuta different from the 4 Mahabhuta, whose guna should be Shabda. That is called Akasha. So that they don't, because that requires Anumanam. They don't have that. They don't accept Shruti, they don't accept Anumanam also. Only Pratyakshaika Pramana Vadinaha. So they say 4 Mahabhuta come together. Bhūta Chatushtaya Yogaja Chaitanyavan. From that yoga, association of the four Chaitanya is produced. Like in the betel leaf and chuna, the lime and the betel nut, all of them, they have different colors. When you chew them together, then you get redness in the mouth. So, like that, or another example they give, the fruits and the flowers and the vegetables by themselves, they don't have the ability to intoxicate. But when they are put together and left in some sugary water, then they all create intoxication, like due to fermentation. So like that, the four Mahabhutas individually don't have Chaitanya. When they come together, they form Chaitanya. That Chaitanyavan Sthula Deha is the Atma. Chaitanya Vishishta Kaya. Iti Keshanchit Abhimata Atma. This is Abhimata Atma of some. Keshanchit Abhimata. And this is dear to some. This is considered by some. Dehasya swapna sushuptayor abhoktratvat. Deha is now, this is the other aparo Cārvāka, another Cārvāka mata, which says Indriyani Atma. So what he will say this to Dehātma-vādi Cārvāka, Dehasya swapna sushuptayoho abhoktratvat. Deha swapna sushuptayoho abhokta. In swapna and in sushupti, saptami dvivachana. Swapna sushuptayoho dehasya abhoktratvat. Deha is abhokta in these two avastha. Means in these two avasthas, Deha does not know anything. Whether it is there or not, it doesn't matter in Swapna Sushupti. Then, Yoham Balye Pitaro Anvabhuvam Soham Sthavire Naptrun Anubhavami Iti Pratyabhignya Anupapatte. Yoham Balye Pitaro. So there is a Pratyabhignya. What does this Pratyabhignya say? What is the Lakshana of Pratyabhignya?
Tatte dantavagahi jnanam.
Tatte dantavagahi jnanam. According to Tarka Sangraha, this is Pratyabhignya. And according to Manasollasa, Vyatireka, what is Pratyabhignya Lakshanam?
भातस्य कस्यचित् पूर्वं भासमानस्य साम्प्रतं सोऽयमित्यनुसन्धानं प्रत्यभिज्ञानमुच्यते.
Bhatasya kasyachit purvam bhasamanasya sampratam. Bhata means something which was already known earlier. This is called Bhata. Bhatasya kasyachit purvam, earlier. Bhasamanasya sampradam. Sampratam means idanim. Now something else is being experienced. What something was experienced earlier, something is experienced now. Bhasamanasya sampratam soyam ityanusandhanam. So saha ayam in this way. Oh, that is this. This anusandhanam is called pratyabhijnanam. So Aparo Cārvāka says this kind of pratyabhijnanam is there. I, who in Balya Avastha, in my childhood age, Pitaro Anvabhuvam, Pitaraha Anu Abhuvam. In my Balya Avastha, I experienced them. Soham sthavire naptrin anubhavami. Sthavira means old age. In my old age, what am I experiencing? Naptrin anubhavami. Naptrin. Naptri means what kind of shabda is there? What is the Pratipadika?
Naptru.
And this shabda is what?
Dvitiya Bahuvachanam.
Dvitiya Bahuvachanam. Napta, Naptarau, Naptaraha, Naptaram, Naptarau, Naptrin. Vikalpena, it can be, actually in your book it is correct. Dirgha. Naptrin. So, more than one bachus he is experiencing at home, running around. Which generation? Napta means? Great grandchildren. Because Putra, then there is Pautra, and this is Naptre.
Swamiji, Pitaraha also Pitarau is there in my book.
Then that means Pitaraha, Pitara Shabda can be used for father also, can be used for grandfather also. One matra is there or two matras are there in your?
Two matras are there.
Two matras are there. Pitarau can be, what is two matra means? What is Pitarau?
माता च पिता च इति पितरौ.
Yeah. Answer came when there are both parents addressed by only Pita Shabda. Like how in English they say parents. Parents means mother also and father also. Like that is Pitarau means both. Mata cha Pita cha iti Pitarau. You can say Mata Pitarau also, or only Pitarau will also work. Mata Pitarau. This is Mata Pitarau. Or Pitarau alone. So this Pratyabhijna is there. Okay, come back. Pratyabhijna will not happen. Pratyabhijna Anupapattehe. So there is one entity which is there throughout, who was there in Balyavastha also, who is there in the Vriddhavastha also. And Kritahani Akrita Abhyupagama Apatyascha. Kritahani Akrita Abhyupagama. So Siddhanti is telling that they have this defect. What is that defect? Deha itself is vikari. The Deha of the child and Deha of Vruddha are different. Pratyabhijna will happen to the entity which experienced something earlier, which is experiencing something now. So this Dehasya Sapna Sushuptayoho, that is Siddhanti's argument to the Dehātma-vādi Cārvāka. That Deha itself is changing. How can you have Pratyabhijna that I am the one who experienced my parents? I am the one who is experiencing my grandchildren now. Because that Deha itself is different. So there has to be another experiencer different from Deha which has not changed. Who can say, I have Pratyabhijna? This is one dosha. Second dosha is Kritahani Akrita Abhyupagama also. Kritahani means what is already done. I will not get the result of that. And Akrita Abhyupagam, I have not done something and I will get the result of that. So what I have not done, I will get the result. If you consider Deha as Atma. How? Because when I start my life, I am in some position, male, female, in some country, some household, with some samskaras, I am born. Another person in different place with different sanskaras, different sharira is born. If a question is asked, why that person is like that and why I am like this, then what will be the answer? Now, in Vedanta, how do we give the answer? What is our answer?
Karma phala is different.
It is karma phala. But karma phala can be the answer only if you are accepting that karmas were performed in the past. If Deha is Atma, Deha has begun only now. There is no entity which has continued from the Purva Bhaga of Deha. Earlier, prior to this body, who was there, who is continuing now, who had performed karma. So they don't have anyone in Dehātma-vāda to explain. So the karmas of that jiva, if they are not carried forward from the previous life, then whatever I had done in the Purva Janma, that Krita is Hani, it is destroyed. And I am getting the results for something which I have not done. This is called Akrita Abhyagama. So if a person does not accept life before this body and life after this body, that person will have these two doshas, which are resolved by giving the explanation that life is continuous from one janma to another janma to next janma, and that karmas are carried forward from one janma to next janma. So this explanation will eliminate the apatti, the defects of kritahani and akrita abhyagama. In this regard, the Bhagavad Gita, of course, Bhagavan explains vasansi jirnani yatha vihaya navani grihnati naroparani, etc. There Bhagavan is referring to continuity of Atma. And in Chandogya 6th chapter, this Drishtanta is given. What is the explanation for eliminating Krita Hani and Akrita Abhyagama in Chandogya 6th chapter?
Jivo namriyate.
That a tree is there, when the branch is cut, then that branch, or from that branch, let us say, the life is gone, then only that branch becomes dry, not the whole tree. So the life is there in that tree, and when the whole tree is cut, then that jiva from that tree has gone. So there it is given, Deha has maranam, not jiva. Deho mriyate, na jiva. So Sharira is like the tree, and the life in that tree is like life in this body. That is jiva. So Upanishad gives explanation for this. Those who have studied some of these ideas before also, you note them. Those who have not studied, at least you note them down, so that later when you study this text on your own, along with the new texts, whatever new knowledge that you get, then you can put them together. That's why I always say studying all text from beginning to end will give you some idea. Then again, when you study the whole thing again, so now you have the knowledge of all the advanced granthas also. You can fill those examples in the earlier texts, which first time when you study, you don't have. And if you are able to remember, only then you can do this. If you can't remember what you have studied, this kind of vichara you will not be able to do. So Siddhanti has shown the defect in Purvapakshi's thinking. Napi, this is the Indriya-Atma-vāda Cārvāka. Napi pashyamyaham shrunomyaham iti anubhavat indriyani atma iti aparesham abhimataha. Iti aparesham abhimataha na. This is also not true. What? That indriyani atma. All sense organs put together cannot be atma. Why do I have this feeling? Because pashyami aham, shrunomi aham. So pashyami means only with the help of chakshurindriya aham pashyami. Only with the shrotra indriya shrunomi. So pashyami shrunomi is possible only with the indriyas. Iti anubhavat. Earlier he said sthuloham krushoham. All these are given in Adhyasa-bhashya also as the notions arising out of superimposition. When I think pashyami, so I feel I am chakshurindriya. Shrunomi means I feel I am shrotrendriya. Gacchami, I think I am padendriya. So with indriya, I have so much identification. This anubhava, because of this, I say indriyani atma. Siddhanti says this is also not true. Why? Tesham samhatanam atmatve eka vinashe api atmanasha prasangat. Samhatanam atmane. Sanghata means sanghata. because there are so many indriyas, 5 jnanendriya, 5 or karmendriya. 10 indriyas put together is Atma. Either you will have to say there are 10 Atmas, or you will have to say all 10 put together is one Atma. If all 10 put together is one Atma, then Eka Vinashya api Atmanasha Prasanta. If one is gone, 10 are not there. That means Atma is gone. It is like a government which is formed with so many seats all together. One party in that group of parties says, I will not support, whole government will collapse. So, samhatanam atmatve eka vinashya api atmanasha prasanga. And pratyakam atmatve, if each is Atma, then 10 Atmas are there. Viruddha dikriyaya. Shariron mathana उन्मथनता आपातात. प्रत्येकम आत्मत्वे विरुद्ध दिक्क्रियया और दिक्क्रियतया. पाठ है दिक्क्रियतया. Viruddha directions, in opposite directions. So if this hand wants to go there to pick up something, and these eyes want to see there, and the legs want to go forward, and the sparsha indriya, somebody called me from back, so I want to turn behind. This is activities in viruddha directions. Viruddha dikriyaya sharira unmathanata apata. Sharira will be totally confused. It is like if you have hair, then it is pulling all the hairs apart. You imagine one person is there and 4 or 5 people are pulling this person. One person is pulling leg here, second hand there, head this way, that way. What happens to that person? This is what happens when there are more than one Atma. Akriyatva apatacha, or he will just become actionless. He will not do anything. Like somebody, there are too many bosses. Everybody says, you do this, you do that. He will say, I will not do anything. Or he will get thoroughly confused. So this is invalid. Indriyani Atma is not valid. And then same dosha, see, Indriya Atma-vāda, here also there is adhyasa because of the Indriyas. Now prana. Napi ashita pitadi bhokta prana atma iti anyasham abhimatah. Napi ashita pitadi bhokta prana atma. Ashitam pitam, what is consumed, what is drunk. In ashita, what is the dhatu?
Ash.
Ash. What is ash? Ash bhojane dhatu. Kriyadigana. Asha bhojane. And Pita, that is for drinking panam. So napi na you leave ashita pitadi bhokta prana atma iti anyasham abhimata. What is anyasham? Prana atma is third Cārvāka group. That is also not possible. Why? Sati api prane sushuptau tasya bhoktritva adarsanat. In sushupti, prana is there. Bhoktritva adarsanat means actually what is meant is pramatritva adarsanat. Prana does not have knowledge. So if in sushupti, pranas are there, pranas are awake. But if thief comes, takes something, you are sleeping, prana does not have the ability to stop him, even though pranas are functioning in sushupti. This is why all the robberies happen in sushupti avastha. Pranas are there. So that cannot be Atma. It is Abhokta. Tasya Bhoktritva Adarshana. Bhoktritva is given, better word would be Tasya Pramatritva Adarshana or Jnanatva Adarshana. It does not have Jnanam. Atma is Jnana Swarupa. As Vedantin, I will say Atma is Jnana Swarupa. Prana is Jada. Therefore, Prana is not Atma. Napi Sukhi Aham Dukhi Aham iti Anubhavat. All these are explained in Sarva Vedanta Siddhanta Sara Sangraha. And brief version of this is also given in Vedanta Sara. Napi Ashita Pitadi Bhokta Prana. Napi Sukhi Aham Dukhi Aham iti Anubhavat. Sukhadi Dharmakam Manaha Atma iti Aparesham Abhipretaha. Abhipretaha, same as Abhimata. That which is dear to somebody. What is that? They say Mana is Atma. Which Mana? That Mana which is doing, which is having Anubhava. Sukhi Aham, Dukhi Aham iti Anubhava is there. Therefore, Sukhadi Dharmakam Manaha Atma. Some people say this. This is also not true. They all have Shruti. What is the Shruti for Dehātma-vādi? Alright.
आत्मा वै जायते पुत्र
That is Putratma-vāda. Savāyesha Purusho-narasamayah. Dehātma-vāda is Savāyesha Purusho-narasamayah. Eshaha Purusha. Purusha means Atma. This Atma is Annarasamayah. Then Anyantara Atma Pranamaya, Anyantara Atma Manomaya. So these three Shrutis I already told you. Dehatma, Pranatma, Manatma. Indriya Atma, you have to tell me.
But Kolahala happens na, they all go to Brahmaji. There
Yes.
is that Shruti.
Maitreya.
Tata. Kalaha, not kola.
Kalaha. Gayatri.
Indriyanam kalaha. Kalaha Shruti is there in Chandogya Brahadar. Kalaha is there. When they are fighting, therefore there has to be some life in them. They are talking, they are arguing, etc. So Mana Atma. Siddhanti says that is not true. Why? Sarvendriya anugrahakataya tasya karanatva anubhavat. Sarva Indriya anugrahakataya. Manaha is Sarvendriya anugrahaka. It is blessing all Indriyas. Therefore, it is Karana. Tasya Karanatva Anubhava. It is experienced as Karana. Karana has to be different from Karta. Karana is taken up by somebody and it is dropped by somebody. So that somebody else different from Karana has to be Atma. And how is Mana Karana? Because for all other Indriyas to function, Mana is required. It is Asadharana Karana. Tatha. Bauddheshvapi Kartrurupam Vijnanam Atma Tachakshanikam Pradeepa Kalikavat iti. Vijnanam Kartrurupam Vijnanam Atma. This is the Anumanam. Kshanikatvat Pradeepa Kalikadivat. So Atma is Kshanika, which is Karta. See, previous one said Mana cannot be Atma. It is Karana. So you have to immediately look for that which is not Karana but Karta. So Bauddhas come. Vijnanavadi Bauddha, Kshanik Vijnanavadi. They say Vijnanam is Karta. It is not Jada. So whatever defect was there in Prana is refuted. Whatever defect was there in Manaha Atma is refuted. And whatever defects were there in Indriya, because there were more than one, that is also gone. So this Karta Rupa Vijnanam is Atma, Kshanika. How? Pradeepa Kalika, what? Pradeepa Kalika, so the Deepa Kalika, the flame of a lamp, which is constantly changing like that. Iti Yogacharadi Abhimato Api Atma na Sambhavati. This Yogachara Abhimata Atma Vijnanam, Kshanika Vijnanam, na Sambhavati. Why not? Ukta Pratyaya Vijna Virodhat. Same whatever Pratyaya Vijna that we had given. Kshanika Atma is even bigger problem. At least the Atma which lasts for one whole lifespan, 75, 80, 90 years, at least there it is one. Kshanika, every moment you will have the dosha. Krita Hani, Akrita Abhyagama. Ukta Pratyabhijna Virodha. Tad etat sarvam abhipretya uktam. Keeping all this in mind, it is said, Param. So yada vidya Vilāsena Bhūta Bhautika Srishtaya Tannavmi Param Atmanam. That Atma which is above all this. Deha, Indriya, Prana, Mana, Buddhi, above all of them. So what is Param is given. Dehādibhyo Annamayadi Koshebhyaha Param Vyatiriktam ityarthaha. That which is different from all of this. Dehādibhyaha Annamayadi Koshebhyaha. Both are Panchami. Param Vyatiriktam ityarthaha. So up to this is what is the Atma and what is Atma not. So different matams were there about Deha is Atma, Indriya Atma, that is refuted. Now, what is the parimāna of Atma? What is the size of Atma? And what is the swarupa of Atma? Size means, is it anu, madhyama anu parimāna, madhyama parimāna, or vibhu parimāna? And what is the swarupa of Atma? Is it jada, jada jada, or ajada, chetan? So this discussion we will see. Tomorrow I will let you know. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Shankaram Shankaracharyam Keshavam Badarayanam Sutra Bhashya Kritau Vande Bhagavantau Punah Punah Ishvaro Gururatmeti Murti Bheda Vibhagine Vyomavad Vyapta Dehāya Dakshinamurtaye Namaha. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.